Hello everyone, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is a special reading for my members only. I want to thank you for all of your support and all you have done to continue to motivate me through this, what has been a very scary process. And I don't know, I'm so appreciative. I can't tell you guys enough how much you have really continued, your continued support has helped me go, So I wanted to give back and give you guys basically a private reading, because ultimately when I'm connecting to the energy, it's all about the people that feed back to me, the people that are on my page. And so I've become very energetically connected to those of you that are on my members only. And yesterday, while I did promise you a Stars with Stasi Sunday, I have to tell you, I wasn't channeling much of anything. I was slightly under the weather. So I called in for my archangels, and believe it or not, the healing remedies I needed to get through yesterday just appeared in my bathroom closet when I was getting dressed to go to the local pharmacy. And I don't even know how to explain it, but I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I can't help it, guys. It was wild. So I'm feeling wonderful today, less than 24 hours later. So I want to go ahead and tap into my guides so I can get you guys a more personalized message. And again, it's still general, but take what is for you and leave the rest for someone else. Also, for those of you that are Scorpios, I just want to remind you that between now and mid-November, I would say it's really, really important to take care of your physical vessel. We are having a lot of planetary energy where there is a lot of effort and emphasis put on our physical vessel. So it's really important. And I know I keep saying that, but whatever, I just want to give you an example. Something that starts off as a small tickle in the throat or a small cough, without the proper intervention, can turn into something much greater. And you want to avoid that, because Mercury went direct on the 16th and all of the energy is going to go forward. And as we get closer to the end of the month of September and into October, and then we have eclipse season, our season. So I hope you can take that message and please get your checkups and all of those things. All right, members, let me tap into my spirit guides while I get you your highest and best messages. One moment. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing my acts of divination, please give me the highest and best messages for my members, please. Thank you, spirit. Thank you. Again, I'm hearing be sure to stay hydrated. The sunlight is changing depending on where you live. Be mindful of that. I've told everyone, but this must really be resonating for some of you on this members only, especially if in the past you've had a tendency towards seasonal affective disorder or sundowners. That's a condition where as you lose sunlight, your mood starts to change and you can go inward. I'm getting the picture of the devil card, devil energy. Be mindful of addictions, mental health, and people very close to you, even people in your family that live near you. Reach out or make sure, while you don't want to absorb their things, you want to give them the tools. So therapy lights, leaving lots of bottled water around the house, I'm hearing. Try not to use the bottle, guys. Try something recyclable. What else? All right, one moment. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have? Give me the highest and best messages for my members. Thank you. The High Priestess. Oh, you guys are intuitive. I love it. The Empress. The Lover's card. And the World card. Get out of here, members. Yes, the Starseed community is on fire. Guys, you saw me shuffle this, right? And also, this is my personal deck, right? So it's not that this reading's coming through for me, but this is the deck I use when I really want to concentrate the energy, or when they tell me to, and they told me to. So the High Priestess card, she shows up when truly you are in the divine matrix, when you are getting your winks, your cosmic nudges. those of you that have taken the time to join the Starseed community, it's because there is something extra there with our energetic bond. You understand that there is a part of you deep within that is starting to emerge. You understand your Starseed mission goes well beyond the things that you do in the mundane world, but yet have to be tied into what you do in order to live out your divine purpose. So between now and the full moon in Aries, you are going to continue to receive downloads. Excuse me. Thank you, Spirit. You're also going to be in a position where you may start to feel certain ascension symptoms, which is specifically why the request has been put in to maintain your physical vessel. For those of you, listen, I'm going to say this. I don't want to start any type of traditional medication versus holistic, none of that, okay? Whatever is true for you and your physical vessel, whatever you intuit needs to be done to prepare yourself for the variety of things that are coming our way, airborne and otherwise, which are just natural parts of being human. Please do those things. Whatever intuitively you feel you must do to prepare your physical vessel. Maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe you make your fire side or your elderberry syrup by hand and you lean on traditional medications. I'm not here to advocate anything but your well-being. And we each have different physical vessels. So get curious about the treatment options that are available for you and make sure to stay in a more balanced vibration. I'm hearing it's going to be imperative to meditate during this time. The High Priestess says, make it actually part of your day-to-day. The more you can commune with Spirit and the more you can actually get yourself in that center place, the easier your desires come into manifest form. Because your intentions are more clear, because you're focusing, if that makes sense. You're taking the time to sit still. And a lot of times Spirit's saying that even when you don't have the words to put towards, okay, let me start over. Thank you, Spirit. Even when you can't find the words to express that which is your heart's desire, when you meditate, when you sit still, when you intend on communing with Spirit, your higher self, call it what it is for you, you create a thought form of communication between you and something much, much higher, which is still actually a part of you. And as you pound that communication line over and over and over again, the synchronicities, the messages, your mission becomes much, much more clear. And the communion and the conversation is much more accessible. And she's telling me that I'm here to remind you that that transition period can be rather uncomfortable and challenging. And that's just part of the mission's purpose. You have to go through this initiatory period, so to speak, in order to do the light work that you have been placed here to do. Because unfortunately, right, it's part of the experience. You need to understand it to speak on it. The Empress, we go from the progression of the Fool's journey, from getting all of your tools to, which is the Magician, to coming into the High Priestess, the all-knowing, and leaning into your intuition, to the Empress. For those of you that are looking to build a spiritual business, this is your time. This is your time to shine. This is your time to make all of the money, because gone are the days that, healers are doing work for free. It's just not the way it is. Money is simply an energetic exchange. And that is something that, each of us need to get right with. It's an old programming, because what healers actually do is empower others to be whole, not make them whole. And the industries of making people whole without giving them tools is coming to an end, or an addendum at minimum. The Lover's card shows up. I love this for us, because honestly, we have been getting pings for a long time that our soulmates are coming and all of these things, because for a long period of time, the collective has been in their masculine energy and in their combative and in their competitive for a long time. And now we're leaning into making a choice to be more nurturing, a little bit more vulnerable, because now we understand that the competition is something that isn't driving humanity forward. It's actually the collaboration and making the choice to step into your divine calling. So I feel very strongly that many of you are getting nudges to live life very differently than you had been before. And Spirit's saying it's making a choice to step into your divine purpose. This lunar eclipse season, or I'm sorry, the eclipse season that's coming up in October, right? November, October, is here to basically put the stamp of approval on your destiny's plan. So to get very esoteric on you all, and I've touched this before on my lives, but I really want to make sure I explain this with a little bit more depth, because the world card is the next card. So the realities you knew to be true are in fact coming to an end. This is when the Fool has gone through the entire major arcana and lived the life lessons and is ready to evolve and start over. You reach the world. And as I've been saying before, that the evolution process is not about conquering and defeating, which is the program that we've been fed for so long. It's about understanding, getting curious, knowing that in the 3D, there are two sides. And so here, if you can imagine, you have the serpents, you have the energy, the DNA, call it what you wish, the two sides, and they go up. And at some point, there's tension, right? When they are furthest away, like the bottom of the number 8. And that tension calls for each side to prove their points or the perception of them, and to be at odds and to state their claim and to be clear that they believe in this and they believe in that. But the truth is, you can't know your position on anything until you've been curious about the other side. So you must investigate before you make a determination. And so then the energy goes towards the eye of the needle, where both sides come to an understanding. No one wins in the 3D. That's not the point. And from that life lesson, at that moment, at the eye of the needle, is when you can truly discern, do you have the information to make any one clear, concise decision? And then you go again and you weave, and this process continues. So Spirit is saying that at this point in the game, you have actually evolved. You're at the eye of the needle. You're at the fulcrum. You are ready to step into your next phase of life. So there is a refinement process between now and the eclipse season. You may find yourself, like I said, having certain symptoms. You may find yourself feeling congested here. Of course, be mindful that your physical vessel, again, is healthy, but know that there are some things that are happening for you as a result of the ascension process. One moment, please. Spirit is saying the more that you step outside of your comfort zone and are curious, and you approach things that are different from you with excitement, the more that you will create pathways for Spirit to reach you, and that you will create more thought forms, right, for your the abundance that is seeking you to find you. So they're showing me, and I've gone over this before, but just one more time, they're showing me like a panel full of television screens, right? So I think there's even a Black Mirror episode on Netflix that says or has something similar to this, one of those esoteric shows that talk about a quantum reality. But if you can just imagine that you're an energy being, all right? And the same way the Bible will say that God is omnipotent and everywhere all at once, right? That's you are God. And I want you to really lean into that. And you are an energetic life force that can be everywhere all at once, because energy cannot be created nor destroyed, right? It's everywhere, it ebbs and flows. You are here in the 3D because you made an agreement with yourself to go through the veil of forgetfulness and live out a life script. But what you have forgotten is that you, again, are everywhere all at once. So when you desire something, it's because you exist on this channel, on that channel, over here, over there, as a deck of cards in the, in the 4D perhaps. And you might very well be air, earth, water, fire. You're the alchemist. You're all of it here. And you can only focus on one channel at the time. What you forget is you actually have a remote, and you can change a channel whenever you want. And it is that easy. You think it's impossible. You think it's uncomfortable, and uncomfortable it is. But anytime you want to change your script, you have the birthright to do so. And the things that you desire you. They exist on a parallel time branch. And when you start to feel differently, it's because the paths are converging. Sometimes you might have deja vu. Sometimes you might hear a song and it takes you back to a place that you can't recall if that was here or there. Or you see someone on the street and the recognition is undeniable. More and more of those things are going to happen as humanity starts to understand the reality of the power that you house within this very temporary physical vessel. And I would encourage each of you to take time and meditate. Ask Spirit where it is that you need to lean in to be as abundant as possible. Ask Spirit which lessons you need to feed back into the earth, right? Feed back into Gaia and have her rebirth for you that script that exists parallel to this one that you have the birthright to receive. Ask for your highest and best. You were not brought to me by mistake, and I am not speaking this by mistake. It's divine intervention, right? As you guys know, I have been through a thing or two that got me to this place. I believe deeply I inhabit an energetic being within me that allows me at times to give the best, that allows me, period, to give the highest and best messages for the collective. I do what I can, and I hope that these messages serve you. They really do come from just another place. But the truth is, we all have that within us, truly. And it's a choice to walk your divine path and to unmask and to step into your unique energetic footprints. When I say that we are stars from the sky with feet on the ground, there is no more true statement than that. Ask where your starseed origin is. Start getting curious. What's your numerology reveal about your origin family? Where do you find similarities between who you perceive yourself to be in this density and what you find when you investigate the different places that you may be from, right? The World card, old days of old coming to an end, new completion, Two of Swords again about making a decision. You're going to have to become an active participant in your soul's mission. Make a decision again. Death and rebirth, Scorpio energy. One last push. If you can imagine that you are giving birth, like the Empress who is pregnant, you are giving birth to the new you. This next month is really going to push you. And it may be a little scary, but you've got to take that leap of faith. You've got to be like the fool and go with joy and ease and know that you didn't make it this far just to live out somebody else's script, right? Be an active participant. Look, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about disruption and intellect, disruption, coming into new information, cutting people off and those things off. I'm hearing imposter syndrome again. This is, you're at conflict with yourself, and also saying to get rid of those people that are trying to tell you you can't. Because here comes the Ace of Wands. This is new passion, new desire, new energy. This is coming your way. It's already here. There's no way you can deny that this last few months you haven't been feeling an itch, a desire, a need to do different. Many of you have a new home picked out, a different name picked out, different outfits, clothes. Many of you are making businesses out of the things that you perceive to have caused you such harm. And now you see how this is going to be the next best thing. Spirit saying get in contact with your best and highest self because the spotlight's on you now. I'm seeing the Star card very clearly. I'm hearing that many of you are going to have new romance or like a new, you know how I always say that this is a card of sexual adventure and pleasures and desires and things coming to fruition. So if you've been feeling lonely or out of touch, I feel like that's all also going to change. Right? Let me see. That was the Seven of Wands. One moment. Look, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands flew out. Again, they're telling me 10 of Wands and the World card. New things are coming. New things are coming, guys. It's about having faith. There's a new world just ahead, just ahead. 5 of Cups, have faith. The Wheel of Fortune. This is amazing. This is also about karmic cycles coming to an end. Those of you that have been struggling with releasing your past, it's over. Ask for angelic support. Ask for ease in this final part of your transition. Ask for the release button, right? I'm telling you, it's going to work. You have to remain positive. Stay in your higher vibrations during this time. And in this next transition through our birthday season, for those of you that are Scorpios, and for those of you who are not through the eclipse season, I ask you to be mindful of balance in your life. Do not lean into anything that has been advice for you in the past. Also, I'm hearing specifically for this group, thank you. Be mindful of your driving and being under the influence of, they said, I'm seeing an Uber. They don't know what an Uber is. Get an Uber, get a taxi. Whoa, guys. I told you that they want me to, let me see what they want here. 2 of Cups, soulmate energy. If you're in a relationship and this is one that you believe is going to do the test of time here, I'm sensing that you guys are going to find a newfound passion and love and desire, like maybe re-enlivening the thing. And for the rest of us, including me, because I've got to tell you, I'm a little bit like hesitant when I see this, because I finally got out of the energy of wanting anything but, you couldn't pay me right now, okay? But here we are. Here we are. And the cards, my personal cards, the cards I do for the collective. I don't know. Spirit keeps saying that we're just about to get that love we've always desired. I tell you, there's truth to saying when you release it, here it comes. So this is soulmate energy. And the fact that it came up with the Lover's card as well. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I guess just be in places where you see faces. It's coming. Equal give and take. This is going to be a very balanced relationship. And I feel like all of you guys are about to come into a new balance. Also, for some of you, I'm hearing that you're going to have social situations and family, what's the word I'm looking for? Family obligations in the next couple of months. Depending on where you live, I'm going to say I would say the holidays, but that's different for everybody. So, and also, all right. So I would say between now and January, okay, of 24, even February, you're going to be spread thin. So a couple of things, you're going to have a lot of discernment and look for balance, like don't host all the holiday parties, or if you do, then everyone brings something and you don't cook, right? Have people pitch in for a cleaning service. And I mean that. Do not, oh no, I have it. That's old you, not anymore, right? People want of your time. There has to be an equal give and take. Do not lend out your money. I'm going to say it again. I keep saying it, but this is now getting real specific for you guys. It's one of you, more than one. Few things. Equal give and take in your family, friendships, and work. Do not exhaust yourself for anyone. They would not do it for you. I'm sorry, that's the truth. It just is. Have more discernment with your time and money, resources. Don't lend things out. When people come to you, even with legitimate situations, you can do an exchange of money for energy, and you can teach people how to fish, right? So that they can then turn that into paying it forward. There has to be something that you get in exchange for whatever resources you're going to give out, or else you're going to repeat the loop and you want to get out of it. You want to evolve. And evolution is about allowing those people that come to you the dignity to fall flat on their faces and have their own glow up as you cheer them on. That's going to free you up to have this energy here. So Spirit wants me to go further. There's other cards that came out. Okay, so they're saying that in the past, what's prevented you from having this equal give and take in your relationships is your own perception of how far you had to extend yourself to be wanted, desired, or part of a group. I'm hearing that this is a very old script coming from childhood for many of you, where, in the past, just being you wasn't enough. I'm hearing black sheep of the family, or black sheep of the friend group, or what's that called? Scapegoat. That was actually a perception, but because you had very real experiences to support it, like always being left out, maybe you were the one that was picked last for, the games at school. Those are the images I'm getting, like being left out at kickball. That's what I'm hearing. Spirit says that that's such a perception. Those were your early years, and those were to teach you how and why being inclusive and being of a group mind thinking is so important. You feeling left out, you feeling ostracized in the past, that was actually very much part of your divine script, so that you could have the compassion needed, because those who need your help and guidance are not those who appear to be on the, up and up. There are real people everywhere that come in all shapes and sizes that truly need your assistance in some form or another. And that doesn't mean that you deplete yourself. A little bit, I feel like I'm talking in circles because I'm kind of overtaken, so bear with me. I hope this is making some sense. I'm coming in and out of it some. So anyway, the Six of Pentacles, your relationships moving forward at work, at home, and in your romantic life are coming into balance. I'm also hearing Libra season is in conjunction with the equinox. So again, balance is coming in. And so underneath of this Two of Cups, we've got the Moon card, the Karma card, and the Page of Swords. That's interesting. So the Two of Cups, soulmate coming in. I've got the Moon card, and so there's a couple of things that are coming through. The Moon card, Karma, Page of Swords. You could be attracting. The Page of Swords, let's break it down to literal meanings. Page of Swords could be a younger air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, someone slightly younger than you that leans into their masculine. This could be also how it comes through for me is like online dating or online communication, somebody that you meet online, or that's really mostly how it's coming through. Karma is coming through as number 20, which reduces to the number 2. Again, Two of Cups. So whenever I see two, I think couples doing it better together, harmony, balance, unity, companionship, happiness. Spirit's telling me that, remember we saw the Wheel of Fortune, and I told you that's like ending of a karmic cycle. They're saying for so many of you that because we are starseeds, because we had to endure these tough life lessons, that's coming to an end, because now we understand the game, we understand the program, we understand we're energy beings, and that we attract and repel with our thoughts. Like we're starting to really get it, Spirit's saying. And so it's in the karmic design plan. It's luck and right timing. You are, me too. They just told me, oh wow, it's about to happen. I don't know, prepare yourselves. I'm seeing the Moon card. So a couple of things, if we did literal, this could be water energy, specifically Cancer. I always read her as Scorpio. So it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They're all very intuitive signs. You could be attracting someone like that. But given this and the High Priestess coming up, I'm really feeling that you're going to meet someone around an S spot, like around a moon working, or let me bring it down. You'll meet someone potentially around the full moon or a new moon, like during a major moon cycle. Oh, actually also, more specifically, and this came through for myself as well, so I don't know who else this is going to apply for, because there's I've got a lot more subscribers and viewers than members, so I'm trying to get through this messages. But I feel that for about 10% of you, right, to include me, which is fascinating. I don't know why I just said that out loud, but I did. I feel like you're going to get some kind of message online or a text or an email from someone letting you know how they really feel about you. I feel like a truth is going to come out, and maybe it was something that you didn't expect, 1 second. Oh, hold on. That was the Four of Swords. So some of you may be asked to travel with someone. I heard that as well. The Magician card. Wow, guys. So now we've got, 1, 2, and 3. And for those of you who have known me for any length of time on my channel, I work with the numbers 1, 2, 3. Whenever I see that pattern, Spirit's letting me know that we are in it and that we are taking methodical steps. 1, 2, 3. We're being very discerning. We're on the right track. So we've got the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Empress. We're on the roadmap to abundance, and that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing things are changing. We've got our money coming to us. Our psychism is waking up. Our mission is being revealed, and our soul's purpose, as well as our soulmates. For some of us that are not in the vibration of actually seeking any type of love, if it comes your way and you decide to reject it, because it is a choice, right? It is a choice. Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups, actually. Hold on. I didn't even see you guys. I don't know where they flew out from. I was just going to say, if you decide to reject it, you're going to live out a loop and to be adaptable. And as I was saying that, I looked down and 2 cards that I didn't originally see are laying there, and I couldn't speak it anymore into existence. I feel like saying, because I don't know if I'm telling myself or what, love and light is coming your way, like it or not. You're going to be happy, damn it, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I feel like good stuff is coming your way. Spirit says, let go of the sour grapes. Have faith and trust and luck and right timing. Because if you don't, what came up on the other side was the shadow card. Shadow card is in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the devil energy. This is when you overdo it with alcohol, with the medications. This is when you overdo it with anything, right? Being clingy, sex, being over dramatic, over emotional, over anything. Anytime you're out of balance, that devil card shows up. Also, it is when you are in the higher vibe of the devil. It's your fun. It is your partying. It is letting loose. It's letting go of old paradigms, putting on your, heels or your best suit and looking the part and feeling the part, and actually doing those little taboos. That in balance can bring you into the right vibration, which allows you to attract and manifest those things into this density that you truly desire. And that's a fact. You can't just live this life of, monotony. So Spirit's reminding you to shift up your vibrations, but keep things in balance, because you have to ebb and flow in order to keep the energy, instead of going circular and you get it to go in that 8, like the magician, right? You have all the tools. You have everything you already need to make and grow the most beautiful things. Remember that your energy is literally like a seed. And just to remind you, as within, so without. There are examples all over about how the universe works. We just forget that that is what we're looking at. So the Empress wants me to remind you, come here, girl. There she is, the Empress. Pregnant, happy, beautiful, glowing. You can't tell her shit. She's got this. She can make anything, right? That's what Spirit is saying. Don't forget you can do that. You have this power. You picked up all the tools. It was your very first step after you were born. After forgetting, we gave you all the tools. All the tools. You're an alchemist. You can turn anything into something productive. You have to lean on your intuition. The nudges. You're being led. I love this. There isn't anything you can't do, guys. That's a real story. They want you to lean on your angels for guidance. So what can my members do, please, Spirit? Thank you. Count your blessings. They're saying gratitude's the right attitude. That's about it. That's about it. Thank you, universe and angels, for the blessings in my life. They're saying the reality is that you truly are gifted all of the tools within you and outside of you to live your highest and best life. All of the answers are hidden in plain sight. Truly, hermetic laws. All of the answers, every key to the universe is hidden in plain sight. So if you can imagine that everywhere humans take little seeds physically, plant them into the ground, and then the lunar cycles, the cosmic cycles, the weather puts their energy into the ground, feeding that seed, the light, the water, the energy to grow into humongous trees. And then those trees absorb the energies and transmute it like an alchemist and give us back. That's the cycle of life. I hope these messages have served you today. Count your blessings, be prepared, get your physical vessels checked out. Apparently, prepare yourself for love and harmony and abundance. It is happening for you, and the true purpose of your Starseed mission is being revealed with revisions. All right, guys, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for your support, your patience, and again, thank you for your kind words, comments, shares, likes, and subscribes. All right, guys, have a great night, and remember, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it. Until next time, my Starseed community, shine brightly.